M0FXB, welcome to my videos using Ham Shack Hotline and learning about Ham Shack Hotline and the Cisco 525G SIP internet phone. So to talk to your device, you just need to find its IP address. You can use an IP scanner, or you can just go into the device and just go settings, which is like the page, and then go down to, let's have a look here. Status, then network status, and then you'll find your IP address under IP address. Mine's got a static IP address, which is very easy to set. So anyway, once you're in, you'll get to this page. So I just thought we'd have a look at it, look at the tabs here, and see what, there's so much you can control from this interface. As you know, you can upload the firmware for this device using a browser. All the links for doing that are on Ham Shack Hotline's wiki page, which is here, and you'll find things like this. You've got the provisioning, which is the sort of first time installation. Here you have a link for that, as you can see there. You've got firmware here, there's another link, Bluetooth or no Bluetooth. And there's even another link for actually viewing the screen on your device as well, which is, it's in here somewhere. I've done it. But the main thing is just looking around at, there's so much you can do on this device, and it's very new to me, and I'm just going through the different things. So, like for example, you can add Wi-Fi. Okay, you can add a Wi-Fi, and there's one. You can add Bluetooth, and more than one item as well. You've got a personal address book. Now I've added a few things here. There you are. There's the ones I've added recently. So if you want to add a new personal address, basically an RF link, what we could do is go to Ham Shack, go to say RF links, choose the one we like. Let's say we like 94035, which is KSO EGL. We would just go add personal entry. Name, was it? I'll put the number in as well, 94035, and we put KSO SO. I've probably forgotten the right entry, but EGL, and then the number. I've forgotten the number, but we're just doing examples. I'll delete it afterwards. So 94007. Let's say it's that. I always put it in every field just to make sure. You probably don't have to, but I do. Okay. You can even select a different ringtone. I've noticed I've got the user thing there. I'm not sure how that would work. And then submit changes, and then now in my personal address book, and I'll look on the device now just to see if that's been added. It was this one here, wasn't it? So I just look, and you can't see what I'm looking at. So directory, personal address book, and there it is there. Yeah, 94007. See, so you can do it via the actual Cisco device, or you can do it this way, and it's a good way of adding lots of contacts. I'll probably do a completely separate video on that as well. Right, and then call history. There's all my call history where I've been experimenting. It's all RF links and individual ham radio operators. I'm not using this as a phone. I'm using this for my hobby. Look, you can go receive calls, place calls, miss calls. So that's good. Speed dials. Now I've got on my one, I've not used this system. So that's a new one I need to learn really, is how to do speed dials. It looks straightforward, but I'm not sure how to use it. So I think what I'll do, I'll add one. Hello, and I'll just go phone number. I'll do the 301, the chat room that Ham Shack have, and I'll just click submit, and I'll just look in when I go back to the actual phone, the Cisco. I'll look what that does. Firmware upgrade. Now you could use this way, but it's a lot easier to do just to get the URL from the wiki page. Here, firmware. Look, copy and paste this into your browser. And all you do is just add your IP address that your system's on, and it'll just upgrade the firmware for you. That's a lot quicker, I think. So let's just go back to home. Now, if you click Cisco, it actually does take you to the home page of Cisco, which I think is quite handy if you want to learn about their devices. So now just to get back to our thing. Now I've set a static IP address on mine, so I know it's on 129. And if you want to make this bigger just to see it clearer, just click the plus here, like so. So if we're looking down here at just info, we've got our IP address. Now that's the gateway, so that's my router. There's my IP address, host name. It'd be nice to change that, it's such a boring name, but anyway, that's the host name. Subnet mask, and then primary DNS. And you've got lots of information here, reboot history, IP changed, VPN, product information, look. That's the system we've got. We've got the latest firmware, phone status, extensions 1, 2, 3, 4, not registers. We haven't used that. I don't really know how to use extensions, but we know how to add shortcuts using a different, I'll talk about that afterwards. So let's just go system. We've seen that, and I think, yeah, line 1, what's line 1, line 2. Now I'm just going to click through them. You can't really see anything yet because I don't know how to use any of that. Even says camera settings, enable video via LAN, volume, look, bring a screen. So let's go to admin, because you definitely want to buy one unlocked, and then let's go to advanced, and then we'll go down, and if we look at ATT console, that would be your sidecar, and the text you need to have is basically this here. See where the number is, just change the number of that, and then the name, and then you literally just copy and paste. So you go copy, paste, and then you just change the number and then click submit changes. That's your sidecar. If you want to change the numbers on your actual device on the screen, then you just go to phone here, make sure again logged in, and these are the ones I've got set. Look, DV Scotland, Freestar, chat room, and you only get really 4. If you use the number 5, then it's going to affect your Bluetooth, because when you turn the Bluetooth on, it automatically uses number 5. So I'm guessing that's, look, it says here line 5. See that? So you can decide where it goes. Line 1, as far as I can see, I'm not really sure, but I don't think you should use that one, because line 1 is being used for you. So I don't think, and then voicemail's preset there already. Display name, yeah, that's M0FXB. Now, I could add Andreas there. I wonder if that would affect my link to Ham Chat Hotline. I don't know. So then you've got these extensions. Now, I haven't learned how to use extensions, but I would guess that if you use extensions, possibly we could add another server. Now, let's have a look at the settings here. Share, NAT, yeah, call features, proxy. There you are, look. So at the moment, the proxy is HHEU. Now, I think if we use another extension 1, let's go to extension 2. Look, there's no proxy. So I think that if we use extension 2, not 1, because that's in use, we could probably add a completely different server. And I'll try that later once I learn how to do that. Okay, as you know, I'm literally learning as we go along. Personal address book, we've done that. We've done all this history. Let's just go back to, how do we get back to the home page? I don't want to, I'll just click voice for now. System, SIP, parameters, provisioning. We were provisioned with this, weren't we? This has all been done by Ham Shack Hotline, just with the browser. I didn't do anything. Regional. Yeah, again, I would say this is all Ham Shack Hotline stuff. Phone, that's the bits that I've done. Now, there is a way you can actually look at the screen and change the screen. So if you go to the bottom here, yeah, so user, and we're logged in again, admin. Haven't touched any of this, but at the bottom, look, I would, this is the wallpaper I've added. Now, it is a HTTP URL image. So, for example, if I get that image and paste it into Google, copy, and then paste it into Google, watch what happens, like so. paste, and hit enter. And oh, looks like the image is gone now. So oh well, it has to be URL that's working. Maybe I didn't paste it correct. Paste. Let's click it here. No, it doesn't exist. So okay, fair enough. So anyway, it's based on a URL, and it puts that on the screen for you. And that's what Ham Chat Hotline do. Their one is different than this one here. I've got a link on it in an old video that I've done. So I think that's about it. TR069. Don't actually know what that is. So the one I'd like to learn about is the extension and the speed dials. So I hope you find this interesting. Just have a look, you know, get on the phone. That Cisco device, which you can buy for like £40, it's an extensive device, and there's so much that it does. You definitely can view the screen. I just can't remember how you do that. But there is a previous video where I did do that, called something like Screen Tips. So thanks for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe. 7.3, all the best.